time to enforce the rules on Wall Street.
We're on the cusp of enacting the toughest financial reforms since the Great Depression. Coordinating our global financial reform efforts to make sure a crisis like the one from which we're still recovering never happens again.
When financial reform takes place, who's going to enforce the rules on Wall Street so it's a fair game for Main Street and also corporate America? We need referees to make sure it's a fair game for all. Since they eliminated the uptick rule in July of 2007, there's been a frenzy of corruption on Wall Street with naked shorts selling stocks they didn't even own. The banks were selling them using computers and secret software to steal the money off average Joe investors.
Wall Street reform will also strengthen our economy in a number of other ways. We'll make our financial system more transparent by bringing the kinds of complex deals that help trigger this crisis, like trades in a $600 trillion derivatives market, into the light of day.
85 Broad Street, that's the home of Goldman Sachs and Lloyd Blankfein, and they pitched the perfect game. 63 days of trading in the first quarter, and they made over $25 million on every day. And like I said, over $100 million on 35 of those days. 3 banks did it. They're doing it through manipulation of stock prices using secret software and secret codes to manipulate the stock price.
Instead, we'll make sure credit card companies and mortgage companies play by the rules. That's what the Wall Street reforms currently making their way through Congress will help us do.
Wow. Okay. It's telling me here that what you're showing in this movie is some problems, that's happening in that area because of the finances. It's also showing me here how many people in this community, the financial community, are very upset, and they are wounded and they are hurt, and actually they need to be healed and they need to be helped, and you want to show this in your film. And it's telling me here, but the real help that they need, which is probably in your film, is spiritual help.
The real financial freedom will not be found on Wall Street.
Even though you are focused only on this area of Wall Street, it really is connected to the whole world. And it's telling me here that this will have an impact and the whole world will understand it. So even though it is for one community, it is really for the whole thing. So that's why this has to be done.
Make sure Main Street is never again held responsible for Wall Street's mistakes.
The playing field needs to be leveled so everybody has a chance